Today is Friday and you'll be working on your video today if you're all caught up. Certainly you can work on other slides of the presentation if you're not on the video or if you're beyond it. But if you are on the video, here are some instructions. Remember, you're going to be talking about the environmental and socioeconomic impacts of mining, specifically mining the metals that we use in cell phones. If you go to the folder, Unit 1, Performance Task, you'll see the 3 videos pointed to down below by the arrow, and you can watch those to do your research. Just remember that your video is worth 35 with 100 points, so you want to do a nice job with it. This is a list of the criteria that I'm looking for when you do the video, and you can find it on the page right below the 3 videos that I pointed out before. So read it again just to remind yourself what you should do. When you're setting up your video to record it, please make sure that you have it set up right so that you are in the middle, you're not cutting off your head, and you're not too low. And you should have an outline, something like this, before you start your video. I'm looking for the environmental impact and 3 ways that mining those metals is impacting the environment. Again, if you go back to this sheet, you can see the specifics underneath environmental impact. And then you should also have at least 2 ways that there's a socioeconomic impact. Here's an example of something that I might do if I were recording a video. Now, this doesn't pertain to mining, but this is just an example. You can see I have my 2 main points outlined. Today, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of fishing and the downsides of fishing. One benefit is that it gets people outdoors. Today, a lot of people are spending time indoors, and they need sun and they need to enjoy nature. Fishing gets them outside, underneath the sun, on rivers, on lakes, anywhere there's water, so that they can enjoy the great outdoors and the beautiful sights that are beneficial for their mind and body. Another benefit of fishing is that fishing often encourages conservation. People who enjoy fishing want to continue to enjoy fishing, so they learn to catch the fish and release them most of the time, and they usually clean up after themselves. They bring worm containers, or they bring different lures or fishing line. They try to pick that up, and if they see other people's materials, they pick those up as well, so they don't litter. A third benefit of fishing is that it helps people exercise. People are spending a lot of time doing sedentary things. Now that we're in a modernized world, they sit on chairs all day long, or they sit at desks. They don't move as much as they used to because there are so many conveniences. But fishing requires you to walk around on the banks, or to get out in a boat or in a kayak and paddle around, even with friends, which is often something that encourages people to exercise. So people are getting out and moving, which is very good. That's another benefit of fishing. Now, fishing isn't all benefits. There are some downsides of fishing. One is that it often leads to pollution. Many people, unfortunately, do not pick up the trash that they leave behind. They might leave those worm containers or those fishing lures. Naturally, fishermen are going to, from time to time, lose hooks and sinkers and line in the water in places where they can't get them back. So that does accumulate over time. Another downside of fishing is that it puts pressure on fish, which is harmful. More and more people are getting out and fishing, so there are more boats on lakes and on ponds and on rivers, and there are more people out. So it makes it difficult for the fish to reproduce and to live in the habitat that they're used to. They are adapting, but it's not a normal environment that they're used to. So those are some benefits and some downsides of fishing. So you can see from that outline, without writing a whole lot, I was able to remember and explain 3 benefits of fishing and 2 downsides of fishing with specific examples. And that's what you're going to try to aim to do when you talk about the impact on the environment of mining the metals and the socioeconomic impact of mining metals. When you're done recording, at the bottom of the Unit 1 Performance Task folder, you will see a video that shows you how to upload your video to your slideshow. So watch that and follow the steps to upload your video. Finally, if you're done early and you want to, you can work on the extras. But don't forget, you do have the very last slide to do, where you write 7 to 10 sentences on this whole topic of mining metals.